Hi, it's Tina from Ideas and Embellishments, and I am here on I believe it's number 3, putting the papers. We're going to put together some signatures for our lovely junk journal. And here's the cover. Remember, we had the cover, and it's a little, but here's the thing. We're going to do some stuff in here that's going to make this really a lot more sturdy. So, which it's going to be fun. I have some ideas. You guys are going to love it. So I wanted to introduce you to this book. This is a note. It says notes, but really what I use it for is ideas. Like when I'm watching a video, I will write stuff down in here. So one of the things that I was trying to find in here, and I'm going to see if I can find it. I probably should have found it already. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Index cards, layer papers. I don't know. I also have the sample book. The sample book is different because this is where I actually put samples of things that I've made, so I can refer back to them and different things. So anyway, I have one of those too. So I don't use that as much as I use this one, honestly. Let's see. Got Inco printing, signature guide. This is what I was looking for. So if you want one signature, probably going to want about 15 or 20 pages. 2 signatures, 10 to 15. 3 signatures, 10 to 10 pages, and 4 plus 10. So I'm going to say if you want 5 signatures, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to say 5 signatures, 5 pages. 2 signatures, 10 pages each. 3 signatures, 15 pages each, which is kind of like this, but it really just depends on how bulky you want it to be. So I think that what we're going to do is I'm going to see, first thing I want to do is I want to get me a piece of graph paper. I'm going to go over here and get me a piece of this, piece of graph paper. I'm going to show you why. A piece of graph paper. And I learned this from, you don't necessarily have to have graph paper, but it does make it a lot easier. And here's all our papers that we did. Okay. So we're going to sit here and look at the spine. Now the spine, this graph paper is really, I'm going to say like that. So I'm going to cut this graph paper. Oh, Lord. When you have dogs, I'm going to cut this down. And you don't have to. I mean, you can kind of measure or whatever. One of the people that I follow on, that I look at sometimes, she said that she either does 3 or 5. Just because it's easier. Why is it easier? Well, because you can, easier to find the middle of A. I'm cutting this down so it... And so that is kind of like this. I'm gonna cut it down. Hush, dog. They have been absolutely quiet up until I got on here. Of course, that's the way of it, right? Okay. So I'm gonna get this like this. So now if I want to leave this, I can probably figure out where the middle is. Okay, which is, yeah, I made it right down the middle. You can also just use your ruler and measure it. Measure it. Let's see, I like this ruler. These are cool if you can get one. It's got the 0 in the center. So then you just kind of like, all right, there's it's about approximately, the center is right there. You want this thing right here. So basically, you just want to find the center of your, because I'm not really good at math, but this is around 2 inches. We'll say the beginning, the middle is, and I'm just making myself crazy, is like about a 1. So I could do that. Just do 1. We have a kitten. Yes. But if you use this, you don't have to draw on here. Although you probably won't see it anyway because that's where the signatures are going to go. So if you want to just do a really light, there, you can see that, a really light, and here's the top. So you can't really, you're not going to really be able to see that. So then you want to go, okay, this is 9 inches. The middle of 9 inches is 4.5. So we want to put a little dot right there at 4.5. Okay. And then you want to go about, usually about 1/2 inch from the top and make a dot. And about 1/2 inch from the bottom and make a dot. So then you want to decide, I think because of the length of this, I'm going to erase that. I don't think that it's not going to erase. Oh well, you won't see it. I'm going to see about the middle of this one. So the middle of 4 is 2 and the middle of 4 is 2. So these are our holes. So if we're going to do 5 signatures, don't forget about the graph paper. But I mean, Louise Hansel uses graph paper and it's really easy. Because then, like what I can do with this, I can, and this is actually going to be something that will make sense in a minute. I'm going to fold this in half and I can take this and I can put a T here for the top. And then I can say here, 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 and I can mark where the dots are on here. I want them to be kind of precise, Tina, for reals. Yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't been feeling good, y'all. Sore throat. Really, sore throat. Okay. And then this you can use to actually mark your signatures. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. So now we need to say, are we going to have 3 signatures or are we going to have 5 signatures? I think that since this spine is really wide, I would really like to have, excuse me, 5. So I can do here and here and here and here. It's going to be right in the middle. Do the same thing here. These are like 1/4 inches. Or do I? Yes. Oh, that was 3. Give us plenty of room. And here, and I'm just marking these. I kind of could have spread them a little bit out, a little bit more, but I think it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to do it this way. Here, and here, here, and here, and then down. And this is going to be the reason why I think this is a long, pretty long. So I'm going to make it a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and I will show you how that works. So now we have all this marked out. So now we need to pick out our paper. So we got all this paper and we want to do 5 sheets for each signature. So we know we have 1, 2, I'm going to put this 3, I'm going to put this here, 4, and I'll stick this right here, 5. Shh, dogs. Okay. What else do we have? Let's see what else we have. So we have that. We have the blue. Man, I picked the wrong time to do this. Let's do a blue one. And they smell so good. These are the stenciled ones. They're really pretty. You can see them. You see how that one came out? It's really pretty. 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's do some bubble paper. I have the bubble paper. It didn't come out really, but it came out kind of cool. So we'll do some bubble paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have another one? I don't even know if I have another one. Let's see. I don't know if I can find the bubble paper. No. No more bubble paper. We have a whole lot of this tea dye paper. So what I'm gonna do is I don't have bubble paper, so I'm gonna do another one of these. And I think because these are really pretty, those would be nice for the middle. So I'm gonna put one of these in the middle. There's here. I'm gonna use this collage fodder paper. I'm gonna put that in there in one of them. And this crinkle paper in another one. So we got, how much we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we need one more. I'm gonna do something a little different. I have these. These are some, these are printed on coffee dyed paper, and they are just pictures of some sort of ephemera. So I'm gonna do 2 of those. And then I'm going to get My Beloved Libby, and I am going to take some of this, and I'm going to add that to, this is a book that I love. I don't know, you're not really supposed to. I'm gonna tear this out. Okay, and that is that, and then one more. Let's see. This book is kind of cool. It's just, I don't know, it's not like anything super cool or anything like that, but it's kind of a neat book. So I have been using it in some of the journals, so just book pages. All right. So now we have like 5 pages in each of these books. So now we have to decide how we're going to fold them. So this, let's see, let's fold this here. Let's make this in the middle. Make this in the middle. And I'm gonna fold this one like right there. Maybe put this here. And bubble paper. Just kind of put it. And the blue. Let's do this one this way. Okay. And this one. Okay, so we got this one. And I'm just gonna fold the rest of these really fast. Okay. So one of the first things we want to do is we want to poke holes in our spine. A lot of people use foam box, any kind of, they have cradles that are made specifically for this. I don't have one. This is an eraser, and I find it works really, really well to poke holes in. So you poke holes, and see, this one is, I'm poking 5 holes in here. You can see the holes there. See? And we'll go ahead and poke these holes in all of them. Okay, have that. So I'm gonna get my needle ready. If anybody asks me about this needle case, it was a tutorial which I watched from Nick the Booksmith, and so she has tutorials on how to make lovely needle cases. So if you wanna go find hers, you probably just need to search on it. So for this, you want to get your thread, and this is wax thread, but you can use embroidery floss if you don't have this. You want to go 1, 2 and a half, which I'll go a little over for that. Okay. All right. Get our needle ready. I'm going to do some surgery here. Kind of. Not really, not really, not really, but just a bit. Now we have this, and we're going to take, oh, it's on the wrong side. I need to put this on this side. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it in my, let's see what I need to do. It's a top. So what I want to do is center that, and then, let's see, let me make sure something. It's pretty close to the bottom of that, but you know what I'm going to do? I can't do it now, so I'm going to have to do it this way. So it's going to fade. It's fine. I'm going to cut this off right there so I can cut it. Actually, it's a little close, but I think it'll be all right since we have 5. So we have a fiber. All right, so I'm going to line that up with that, and then I'm going to poke holes. Be careful not to poke yourself. Poke hole, poke hole, and poke a hole, and poke a hole. Is really far down. Yeah, didn't. It's fine. All right. We got our holes poked. So now we have our thing. So what we're gonna do is, it depends. If you want your, no, we're gonna go up the middle. So we want to go in the middle. We're gonna take the first signature, make sure it's the way we want it. I'm going to go in the middle hole, in the middle, and the little tail. Then we want to come up the next hole right here. You can find the hole. The hole in there. So you want to go in here and go in there. Okay, I'm going to go back in this next hole right here. Okay, gonna make sure, y'all, I know, I do this a lot, so I'm sorry, but I mean, and make sure it's like that. You know, you wanna make sure it's kind of tight. Then you wanna go back inside this hole right here. Then you wanna go all the way down to this hole right here. Wherever it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. And back in here, in this next hole. And through this tiny little hole here, which is probably would be fun. All right, like that. Go back in this hole again. See, it's like everybody's like, what? Yeah. Back in here, like that. And then back in the middle. And what you want to do is make sure that when you come back in the middle, you want to be on the other side of that middle thread. Okay? And you want to make sure they're tight. So nice and straight, nice and tight. Take the needle out, and then you want to put it in a knot. And I don't think that's very tight, you know? It didn't look very tight, did it? Yeah, just to be nice and tight. There it goes. Right over left, left over right. That's a nice square knot. And either you can leave it and hang charms or something, or you can cut it off. So, one signature in. Like that. Okay? I know that somebody's going, what? So I'm going to do it again. I'm getting me a piece of thread. 2. I'm just going to do 3, just kind of right there, and then get a piece of this. And I've seen people do this, and I know this is the right way. I know this is the right way. So I'm going to get find the middle, and get my template, and make sure the T is at the top. And then I'm going to poke my holes. I'm making a mess, aren't I? It's only 5 pages, but you see, it's like 5 pages is actually 10 pages because it's front and back. Well, actually, because it's doubled, and then you have front and back, so that actually makes 20 pages in a signature, which is kind of like a lot. So, okay, the next one, we go in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way like this. I'm gonna go in the middle hole right here. Make sure it's the way you want it. Let's see, let me make sure it's the way I want it. Okay, I think I want it this way, so. Okay, in here. Okay, let's open it. I'm gonna make sure there's some left. Okay, and we're gonna come in. Whoops, here y'all. I didn't put a thing in it, did I? And I'm gonna go up here, here, and here. Here. Make sure there's enough. Okay, then in this hole and in the next hole. And then in this hole, back in here. And you want to go all the way down to this one. You skip that middle hole and go all the way down to this one and go back in here. The next hole. And then come up in this next one. And this one, like that. Got to scratch my nose. And go back down in here. Where'd it go? There'd it go. Come here. Come here, you can do it. Find the hole. Yeah, go back down there. Okay. Then come up in the middle on the other side of that thread. I see I need to see how these are not tight. I'm gonna make sure they're nice and tight. Go up here. And, whoops, where'd it go? I want to make sure this is on the other side of that thread. Yeah, see, you want to make sure that these are two, like these two little things are on opposite sides of the thread. Okay, now I'm going to do the other three. I'm going to speed it up if you guys want to watch. Not much. Can. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these in while I speed it up. And then I'll be back at the end. Okay, and now we have this lovely thing. And so we have all our signatures sewn in, and they are, it looks like a lot. So it's gonna be nice, and it's lots of room. I'm kind of glad that I put these in the middle like this, because I'd like to put like file folder pockets, different things like that, fold outs over here, little interactive pieces, and that also makes this more stable. So thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring, but we're making progress with our little junk journal here, and that is a pretty spine. Now, if you guys don't like the look of the threads here, some people like it, some people don't. If you don't like it, you can always cover this with a nice piece of lace. A lot of people do that. You'll just take a, like, I don't know, like say for instance, like this. You just take a nice piece of lace, and that also, or you know, some kind of contrasting fabric, and that will also help to keep these stabilized. So it's totally up to you guys. I don't know how we're gonna send this out once this series is done, but it may be that I will just have it to where leave it and you can do whatever you want with it. So anyway, let me know. Hope you like this, and I love you guys. See you later. Bye.